Milk Crate Marauder.
Gary, come in here and tell us our schedule. There's a lot of auditioning going on today.
Oh, that's right. It's
Right.
Super Bowl audition day.
Every year we have a Super Bowl party. And I feel bad that I said last year that was the last year for the Super Bowl party. I'm not a man of my word.
Yeah, apparently your word means nothing.
Yeah. And I'm really upset about it. You know, last night I was taking a shower. I said, I can't believe I'm having a Super Bowl party. I vowed I would not have another Super Bowl party. And here I am, not being a strong man.
So how do you expect anyone to believe anything you say?
Right. I'm very ashamed, Robin. I really am ashamed.
Well, you should be.
Yep, I am.
I'm disappointed in you,
Me
quite
too.
frankly.
Everybody was all upset yesterday because what we decided at the Super Bowl party this year is me, Jackie, and Fred, and Gary, we will get our own massage rooms.
How could it be a party? You're not going to see anybody.
Right. We might as well stay home and just have the woman
just
come
have
over.
the woman come over to your house.
The party decided we'll have another room for the rest of the guys at the party. There's like 6 of them. What?
Did you catch it from John yet?
John, what about Ronnie the limo driver?
Well,
Boys, some party. You guys are going to get all the good
you heard
women.
that all the way home.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Some party. You guys are going to get all the good women rubbing you down, and we got to have the reject room.
But you know what's great? You should just say, well, then we won't have the party.
Right. You don't have to come.
Have your own party.
So have I ever disappointed you guys before?
There'll be entertainment.
He goes, I'm going to go out and audition my own girls. I go ahead. You're welcome to.
He's having an audition somewhere in his car.
In his car. He means he's going to get on the air and have an audition. So what is this? First we were having no party. Now I'm giving you a party. Now you're complaining about it. Still complaining. Yeah, Stuttering John's all upset that he doesn't. Let me tell you something. As far as I'm concerned, it's just be me, Jackie, and Fred. Reluctantly, I'm letting Gary in on
you
it.
keep almost forgetting Gary's name.
Right.
Well, I explained to John yesterday that we are the founding fathers of this party. Joe goes,
No, I am the founding father of this party.
Joe goes, I've been with you guys for 4 years. And I said, yeah, but we've been doing this party for 7.
Yeah. Please. John.
Well, I don't remember you being at the first parties, Gary.
Sure. How could there have been a party without me?
Boy
Gary
Lee
organized
put
it.
together the first party.
Who did?
No. Boy Gary did.
What was Boy Lee doing there?
He was
Boy
sitting
Lee
there
was
eating potato
betting.
chips.
And eating. Yeah, right. Don't upset Gary.
I'm telling you.
No, Lee just sat there and ate.
No, the point is that we get to, what traditionally happens is we line up this incredible party. I mean, the best party. Have you ever been to a great bachelor party? Well, this is like better than it. This is like heaven. If heaven has a look to it, this is it.
Oh, no, it doesn't look like this at all, I'm sure.
Just tons of great looking women, all of them perfect.
I told you the celebrity request we had for the party.
Who was it?
Vinny Mazzio wanted to bring Tiny Tim.
Get out of here.
What's Tiny Tim going to do
Tiny
with this
Tim.
thing?
Tiny Tim loves beautiful girls, And I don't want to hang on Super Bowl Sunday with Tiny Tim. No
Is he
offense.
going to be in a towel? I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Let him dance nude in oil. I love all the nude girls.
I've sinned. Did he say in his book about something about he sinned?
Yeah, he's better off not being there. And Vinny Mazzio is certainly not going to be at my Super Bowl party. There's just no way. I'm not going to hang out with a retard on Super Bowl Sunday. You be sure of that.
Well, then, is Neil coming now?
All right. I'll hang out with that retard, but not Vinny. Got to draw a line. Now, but traditionally what would happen is we'd start this great party. Suddenly I'm waiting online to get 15 minutes in a massage room.
Right.
I'm going, wait a second.
It's my party.
Why am I standing behind Stuttering John in a line? And I know on the air I said, hey, I want all things to be equal and all that. I'm saying to myself, what am I doing? I am standing here waiting behind Stuttering John. We're picking the lottery, who goes into what rooms, and I am waiting?
Well, I can already see what's going to happen at this party.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, so we're all going to have our own room.
Yeah.
And then if we come out for a second, someone's going to try to slip in or say...
Well, then they won't be invited back. Anybody who ruins it. Anybody who can't behave themselves at the party.
Or it just might get embarrassing. In other words, you might come out and might not want to go to another room. And
You'll see all those guys waiting in a line
room might
for
be
one
empty.
little room.
And then Ronnie might go, oh, come on, man. You know, or somebody, John might go, come on, boss, if you're just going to sit out
Hey,
here.
if I have a bad time, that'll be it for the Super Bowl party. No more Super Bowl party.
That'd be a good way to ruin it, make you have a bad time.
Yeah, just give me a bad time and I'll just forget it. But I don't want any hassle. It's like Dominic.
But what I was saying
I don't want to come out of my massage room and hear him go, yeah, boy, I tell you.
You in there a long time?
You're in there a long time. What's going on? Hey, just look. I don't need you looking at. What are you, my wife? Are you my wife? Am I married to you suddenly, Dominic?
What, are you representing my wife?
Yeah, I mean, what is this? You want to be a friend or you want to be my adversary?
No, but what I was thinking is going to happen is when you're on the air, it's one thing, but then when you actually get there, it's hard to be this hard line with everybody, you know, and then you get embarrassed and they sort of shame you into.
We're not giving them a bad deal. They got the same deal they have every year. They're waiting online. There's 6 guys waiting online to get. I mean, out of a 4-hour party, that means each of them get a 20-minute rub down.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
And not everybody even gets a rub down. Dominic doesn't get one because he doesn't like to take off his clothes because he's so fat.
And Neil doesn't always go either.
Neil never goes because something's wrong with Neil.
Everybody should be thrilled just at the fact that they got to see Amy Lynn do that ridiculous dance.
Of course.
That's plenty, right?
Yeah, but everybody's getting greedy.
Oh, well, you guys are going to see the entertainment or are you going to be in your rooms?
Well,
last year I missed just about it. You know, Amy Lynn was banging on my door saying, I'm going to be this is a penthouse pet. I'm going to be taking off my clothes now, Howard. Meanwhile, I'm in there with Looney and Zarina. I go, well, go ahead. You know, you're going to miss it, though.
Start without me.
So I had to run out of the room, take a quick look, and then run back into the room.
I missed most of that oil dance.
Yeah, me too.
Not me.
I think I came out just in time to see Sam Ben Ruby almost.
John, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing, number one? He looks like he's got on a leather.
He's like a priest.
All I want to say is, this is my fourth year here.
What?
I've always been included.
Wait
a minute.
This is my 4th year here, and I've always been in the elite.
Everybody always has.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm
John, let me explain something.
I'm part of the crew, man. I'm here every
you're
day.
You're part of the crew. You're here every day, and you're going to be the king of the reject room.
Oh yeah.
And what that means is the reject room is going to have a beautiful woman in it. In fact, we might even take advantage of the room. But what I'm saying is, I'm allotting time and rooms. I don't think I should have to wait in line. I don't think Fred should have to wait in line, or Jackie should have to wait in line for women. And I'm not going to wait in line.
Yeah, but
if I want to be in a room for 2 hours, I'm going to be there, damn it.
But I understand Ganji's only been here for a year.
So what you can do is you'll be in charge of the reject room.
You can't be in charge of Neil and
yes, you can.
Wayne.
You're in charge. If they act up, they don't get to come again the next year.
Or just throw them out.
Or throw them out.
I don't know, man.
Gans could throw them out.
Like, look, where's the gay chic that was here yesterday going to be?
If you got any complaints, don't come.
Said, I mean,
you don't want to be there, don't go.
Can we have this go?
I don't want to hear anybody complaining.
Can we have up for the reject?
Whoa, John.
There's some way you could be.
Let me just
John, I'll decide who goes in what
You're
room.
pulling a Tom Chisano on me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm Tom Chisano.
Only the paid.
Welcome to the real world, dude.
Only the paid get laid.
Nobody gets laid. That's number one.
You know what I'm saying.
We don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Well, I know what happens with me.
Well, you could tell me anything.
Well, you could.
I can't trust you. You're not a man of your word.
What are you wearing, John?
He's a priest now.
Are you wearing a leather dress?
It's very cold out. I have my leather jacket, my trench leather, and my biker leather. That's all. Yeah.
Oh.
All set. That's it.
It looks like a leather robe.
Yeah, you look retarded. You're definitely going to the reject room.
I just think I just think it's discrimination. That's what it is.
You're
You
right.
guys don't like the spics and the.
Oh, gee.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's because, as you say, you're a spick.
Let me just say, I've been here for 4 years. I think I've earned the elite room.
Let me tell you
You
something.
in the spick Ganji.
Yeah, you've earned no elite room. You're lucky you're not a masseuse. You might be rubbing us down if the girls don't show
Actually,
up.
you should be keeping the room clean.
You're not kidding.
You should be
You should be the towel boy.
All right, man.
You're a towel boy. You're lucky you even get to be on this show.
He keeps thinking he's one of the group.
Yeah.
Keeps thinking. What are you talking? Of course. What? I'm not. I'm one of the gang.
You know, you're not. in the upper echelon. There's got to be some people on the
still
bottom.
a worker
I'm
bee.
the only person in the bottom.
Right.
That's a lot.
You're still a worker bee.
Why don't you go get a microphone and interview Ganji, okay? Practice your skills, your interviewing skills. No, you'll be running around interviewing people.
I know, but I always do that.
Yeah, and you'll be
I'll
in
tell you
charge
what.
of the rooms.
I got an idea.
All I'm saying is I don't want to wait online. Now, I can't have 19 rooms.
You know how Monopoly has a get out of jail like free card?
Yeah.
Could you give me 2 free massage room passes so I can just go to 2 of my own?
No.
Come
But
on.
then you'd have to throw them out of a
You're
room.
gonna break the cycle.
I don't want, you'll break the cycle.
You guys are gonna be in the rooms the whole freaking time.
So
That's the cycle.
that's the cycle.
I have a solution.
Go ahead.
Since there's 4 of us,
No, you know
and
what
then
happens
he's
to
the next
me?
one. Let him
No.
be the first one in
No.
the reject room, and then he can be in charge of that
I
room
told you
after
he could
that.
stay in the reject room for 3 hours.
He's running it.
He is running it.
He's running it.
Oh, well, then
Nobody's gonna listen to me. Wayne is gonna.
If Wayne doesn't listen, Wayne doesn't come next year.
So in other words,
There's going to be massive amounts of strippers and girls hanging out. What is everyone's problem?
So wait,
I should have to wait online for a massage? And you know what, Robin, what kills me? I'm in the middle of getting a great massage. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, this guy's banging on the door like Wayne Siegel. Or Neil Drake.
And the worst
Ronnie, the worst.
Ronnie Mund. Hey, it's my turn. I'm going, your turn. Excuse me, your turn should be home sitting there with your wife. That's your turn.
The worst offender is Neil, because even though Neil's a great guy, but it's like being in 3rd grade. He
Right.
doesn't even go in the room.
No.
He just bangs on the door.
He walks over and bangs on
and
doors.
relax
Exactly.
it. Because the idea of getting a massage is to lie there and relax.
Right. And we
you
want to relax on
and you
Super Bowl
expect them to
Sunday.
come banging through the door any minute.
You explain to the guys that their Super Bowl Sunday could be sitting at home or hanging out with beautiful strippers and getting rub downs, but they got to wait in line like they've always done.
all right,
We spoiled them. That's the problem.
Yeah, we've spoiled everyone.
all right. Well, then let me ask you a question. Let's say that I'm in the reject room for an hour, right?
Right.
And then they start banging. If they get out of line, do I give them a demerit?
Listen, you're going to have to be smart about it. The guys are going to
You
want
could
massage.
be overthrown, I suppose.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what the hell am I going to do?
I tell you what, John, here's the deal. You're in charge of the reject room. You make sure that everybody gets in. And it's not a reject room. It'll be a beautiful woman.
Just the people who are going into it.
Oh, the rejects. So,
I just can't. I thought you were kidding around. I just can't believe I'm not included with the gang, man.
They don't have 10 million rooms.
I don't have 90 rooms for you to get.
Yeah,
You're
how
a
about-
single guy. Go out and find a girl and get a rub down. You have a beautiful girlfriend.
Yeah, but still, you know.
Yeah, they'll put her in one of the rooms. She could be the reject girl.
I just can't believe you don't understand this. I cannot. This is a single guy.
Gary's been on the show for how many years, Gary?
7.5.
7 and a half. I've been here for four and a half.
Yeah.
Gary's got 3 years seniority on me. That's it. And he's in the. And the.
The only reason he is in one of the rooms is because he is sort of in charge of you guys. It would be hard for him to get any respect out of you.
Gary would be a much better suited to be in charge of the reject
Listen,
room.
don't ask me
Not
my
happening.
reasons.
Go away.
Don't ask me my reasons why I let Gary into his own room.
I'm not. I'm just saying if it has anything to do with being part of the gang,
I have my own reasons why I treat Gary the way I treat him.
Yeah, but
Gary puts up with a lot of crap. I got to reward him once a year. That's all.
well, so do I put up with crap.
You don't put up with anything. You're single. You could have any girl you want.
Gary's single too.
Not anymore.
Uh-oh, here comes Angie.
Who is?
You're engaged? Yeah.
Wayne Siegel? Well, he can't possibly complain. Robin, am I arguing with an intern?
Yes. I don't know why this has gone on this long.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
I'm half an intern.
All right, you're hardly an intern. What?
Yeah, you're barely doing anything at this point except going around with that microphone. Listen, John, you're getting too big for your britches. We need some people working the party. What's your beef, Wayne?
Howard?
Yep.
Yeah. Tell John to calm down.
Right.
I'm an invited guest, and
Ah.
he will run the show because he's the host of
You
us.
see why Wayne
Wait
is a
till Wayne
good
has-
participant?
Yeah, wait till Wayne puts down 6 beers. We'll see how quickly that'll change.
Have I ever put down 6 beers before?
You know,
I'm sorry, 12.
Why don't you,
12.
John, you sit in the corner and read your stupid Rolling Stone interview that you cherish so much. Bring
That's
the
right.
frame.
Read some of your articles.
Read some of your articles. Wayne is a gentleman. He's saying, hey, look, he knows he's in for a good time.
Okay, Wayne, all right.
I don't set the guys
How
up for
about
the bad
Ronnie?
time.
How about Ronnie? He's
Let's-
not
hey, let me tell you something about Ronnie.
good.
Ronnie's in there bitching and moaning. And, you know, hey, if anybody thinks I throw a bad party, don't come.
John, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Stop hocking the man.
He just wants his own room.
Wayne's actually the most civilized guy out of the whole bunch.
Well, wait.
Especially when he's laying there in his underpants with a big boner.
Can't do much else.
Yeah, right.
Wait, I'm just a little upset that I'm not included with the gang.
I opened up the wrong door last year. Caught a sight of that. Him and Ronnie in identical positions.
Oh, dear. Look like twins.
Yeah. Unbelievable. 2 sundials. I said, oh, look. It's almost.
What time is it?
It's 3 o'clock. We're 3 hours away from Super Bowl. You can read the time on their underpants. Just lay them out in the sun.
I'm just saying I'm a little upset that I'm not included with the gang. Again, I'm like the.
You are in the gang. Some people have to work the party. Scott, the engineer, has to work the party.
Can I say something on your
He
behalf,
can't even
Howard?
come into your rub-down room.
He's not even allowed. His wife won't let him.
Yeah, his wife won't let him do anything.
Yeah, right.
It's not like you're not included. It's just that we couldn't get so many rooms.
Didn't you have to wait online last year for a massage? Didn't I? Didn't everyone? You're doing the same thing this year.
Yeah, but only.
Why? Because we're doing something different. You're going to have even more massage time.
You're going to have, like, room skank, you know? I mean, well, you have all the.
You are not going to have room skank.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question.
If you don't like it, don't go.
No, let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
Can we put the names of the massage girls in a hat and we'll all just choose
No.
out?
Get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to get the
In a hat.
we're gonna get the cottage cheese ass chick. That's what's going to happen.
Cottage ass cheese. Cottage cheese ass chick.
You know what's going to happen, Wayne? What are you crazy, Wayne?
Hey, listen, John, why don't you trust me and let me handle everything?
All right.
This is our Super Bowl party. There will be no ugly girls there.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
Can you be my sergeant at arms if Ronnie acts up?
Ronnie's not going to act up, and I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. Don't make a big deal out of it. You're part of the in crowd. You're there.
Book Siobhan for John. See, Wayne is you know what? Wayne knew that there wasn't even going to be a Super Bowl party
Wayne
this year.
doesn't work here 12 hours a
Wayne
day.
does more for me than you do.
Come on.
He's constantly maintaining my cars.
Oh, I could just say something like that.
I'm telling you.
He works here
Telling you the
12
truth.
hours a day?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Wayne's working for me 12 hours a day.
No, he says, John says he's working 12 hours a day.
I'm
He's
sorry.
putting in more hours than you
John, the idea that you're going to be at a
9.
party with naked girls and you're going to be hanging out with real cool guys and you're going to be having massages, I don't think that that's a real torture. And I don't think I'd be
I'm not
complaining.
saying torture, I'm just a little upset.
I don't know too many other jobs where you can get that kind of fun.
I'm just a sensitive guy. I'm a little upset that I'm not included with the in crowd. That's all. That's all I'm
There's
saying.
no in crowd. Everyone invited to the party is in the in crowd. There's just a redistribution of the wealth.
I mean, John, I'm not sitting here saying, listen to this. John thinks that Ronnie and me and Neil are a bunch of losers and you don't want to be with us.
Wayne, you don't work here every day like I do. What are you talking about? I've been here for 4 years for free. Shut up.
He answers a few phones.
Answers
Yeah.
a few phones.
Answers some phones and makes connections and gets personal
answers a few
appearances
phones.
and meets tons of girls.
Yeah.
And blurts out
It
anti-Semitic
has
remarks.
been awful for him.
That sounds like a real tough job.
Come on.
This guy's been freeloading.
Reloading. Come on.
Look.
I did my best to do my part. Come on.
Never gets charged. Never
John.
gets charged to come to the party.
John, listen.
You're right. We always cover him.
Cover
John,
me for what?
John.
Money.
We pay.
We
always
pay.
paid for you.
Oh,
Hey, never mind who pays. That's not the issue. We're having a Super Bowl party. There are going to be naked girls there. There's going to be dancing. There's going to be massage rooms. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're not going to be in a room for 5 hours getting rubbed down because we can't get that many rooms. You're going to be in a room and you're going to have tons of fun. If you can't deal with that, then take it up somewhere else. Go over and work for the Z Morning Zoo.
you know what I'm saying. I'll be fine. I'm just saying that just a little.
Hey, there's going to be less guys this year.
That I'm not included with all you dudes.
No. You are included with all us dudes. Listen, look what happened last year. Did I spend an hour with Looney and Zarina in the massage room?
Yeah,
of course. So it's the same deal this year. I'm just laying it out ahead of time. I'm not waiting in line.
And there's nothing wrong with that, John.
Wayne, you didn't see the girl that was in here yesterday. It's going to be torture to look at this chick and know that you're not going to get.
You won't be able to see it. The door will be closed.
Oh, that's what it's all about, dude?
John, that's what it is. This one girl?
All right, John.
Ain't this one girl, but there's a couple of arguments on the table. There's a couple of arguments. One is I'm a little upset that that I'm not included with the in crowd. The other is that you should have seen the Geishish that was here yesterday.
Right, so you're saying that you don't think Howard could reproduce that girl tomorrow and on Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah, you put me
You
down.
don't know who's
You
coming
don't
in
think the man
today.
could make it happen?
Man, I've been here for 4 years. I haven't seen a girl that look that good. Shut up, I'm telling you.
You have no faith in the man?
I tell you what.
The man, what does he have to do with getting girls down here? I mean, good-looking girls.
Oh, what do I have to do with it, huh?
Listen.
Oh, you're attracting
There's
them.
been 100 girls here. Some of them, some.
Hey, John, do me a
Gary,
favor.
come
Stay
on,
home
help
on
me out
Sunday.
here, Gary.
Stay home. Stay home on Sunday.
She's the top echelon of girls that have been here.
Hey,
There have been girls who are
It's a
equal.
lot.
There have girls who have been good looking as some
Yeah,
of
no, I
too.
know. All right.
Oh, Amy Lynn is now.
Yeah, that's
Amy Lynn
She's
ain't
a
rubbing
pig.
backs, Miss Quivers.
All right, Miss Quivers.
Excuse
John's
me.
totally prepared for this argument.
You know what it is, John? You're real hot for that one girl and all this.
It's not it. I'm just a little sensitive that after putting in my time that I'm not included.
I believe you are included in the upper echelon. You are going to have a great time at the Super Bowl party. If you don't think you're going to have a great time at the Super Bowl party, don't go.
You don't understand what I'm talking
That's
about.
one less guy to clog up
Do
on the
you know how
sidewalk.
many people listening to you right now wish they could be where you're going to be?
Yeah, you know how many people want to choke you right now?
Sure, I know, but they haven't been here for 4 years and hang out with you guys. It's a little bit upsetting.
Wayne has
to know
been
that
to
I'm not
every
included.
party. He's
Wayne
got
has
more
been
seniority than you.
Wayne's got more seniority at the party than you do, and Wayne pays a lot more money than you do.
I
Wayne,
pay,
how much are you bringing with you to the Super Bowl party?
I'll bring $300-400.
Oh,
I pay something more
how
valuable.
about bringing $1,000?
I pay
All
something.
right, I'll bring $1,000.
All right.
I pay something more valuable than money.
What?
What's
I
that?
pay something more valuable than money.
Well, what do you bring?
Time, all right?
Time?
Yes.
Bring a water.
It's
But
your
I had
time,
no ball
John.
down.
It couldn't be that expensive.
John, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up the
Eat
phones next so listeners can yell at you.
No. Forget it. Just forget
Yeah.
it. I just listen.
Very
you know,
good.
I just thought
There's
that
all
was part
kinds of time.
I thought I was part of the gang. That's all.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not.
All right.
All right,
Robin,
don't invite him. He's not
Robin.
a part of the gang.
Robin,
What?
I'm not listening to a word he says.
All right, I've never heard such crap
So, John,
He wants
in my life.
He's just a horny little peckerhead.
I know you agree with me there, Quivers. You know.
Oh, yeah, right.
so if Howard Biz does get 6 more reproductions of what you saw yesterday, that's no good either?
Right.
It's just a matter of principle.
Hey, look, last year, did anybody get double-teamed by Zarina and Looney, except for me?
Looney pushed me in the shower and wanted to do me right there. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you something.
I got an idea.
Let me tell you something. What?
I got an idea. Wait, I know what John's going for. He feels, and this might be a good idea, the guys feel like they're getting robbed of variety. So what you could do...
Who cares?
But wait a second, but we could do this because it doesn't cost us
I know
anything.
what we're going to do.
You
We're going to
get
put
the
3 different girls in that one room.
And you can get 2 girls,
Right.
and when every guy goes and says, no, I'd like that one to rub me down. No, I'd like that one to rub me
Right.
down.
How about
There's
you
your
get a choice
variety.
of 2? Is that a bad deal? Is that a bad deal? I mean, what is it? Suddenly guys are complaining about the
Howard,
misogyny?
Howard, you're missing the boat on
You
this
hear
one.
Wayne is a gentleman.
You're missing the boat on this one. What I'm trying to say is that I'm just a little bit
All right.
upset that I'm not
Okay.
included.
I got to go. I got it. Who is on the air?
No, it's a couple of the girls.
Just a
here.
couple of the girls here. John.
I'm just saying that I'm not included with
John,
you
I
guys.
can't include you with us.
I thought I was your friend.
Look,
You're not
right,
my
Tuck.
friend.
Oh, here we go.
All right, goodbye. Wayne, thank you.
No problem, man.
All
I'll
right.
speak to you
Just
later.
trying to get
Bye.
massaged by the girl that was here
That's not
yesterday.
true,
That's the
Jack.
whole,
Of course.
that's the whole
No,
argument.
it ain't. Robin, do you believe that? Or do you believe like what I'm saying? She knows that I'm sincere.
I know he has this inferiority complex, and you're just helping it by saying he's a member
Robin,
of the region.
you, of course, understand. I don't believe I treat this John badly.
No, I mean, listen to all those complaints.
He's complaining because he's going to get rubbed down and see naked girls on Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm not.
There isn't a
thing.
guy in my audience wouldn't want. He'd give his left nut to be there.
I'm just, I don't.
And you, my friend,
I pray this thing-
are needed to work a little bit that day.
I always work at the Super Bowl party.
And in the middle of my rub down, I don't need you. All of a sudden, I'm going, hey, where's Looney? I look around. He's in the shower with her. I'm like getting totally annoyed. You're just a spoiled, stuttering baby.
Maybe it's because she saw your ass and ran for the next guy around.
Keep it up, and you won't even be in there.
I'm just kidding. All right, listen.
Use your brain.
All right, man. Listen. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you get some listeners are going to yell at you next.
That's fine.
You're an overpaid ingrate.
Okay, that don't make anything.
See, Super Bowl party always cause problems.
That's why you shouldn't have one anymore.
Yeah, we got to admit, it is kind of funny. Guys start fighting with each other. You got to admit, you enjoy seeing some of this maleness on the air.
John is like idiot for the defense.
Yeah. Well, Ronnie was, I'm surprised Ronnie, the limo driver, doesn't call in because he was doing the same deal with me. And I'm like, hey, wait a second, man. I don't get how this is,
Right. 1 year he ran the party was the most miserable affair.
Everybody had the worst time. We're running from the girls, literally in the house.
But Howard, can I just say something in my defense?
Yeah.
When we go to L.A., we all go to L.A. When we go to Philadelphia, we all go to Philadelphia.
Yeah, do you stay in my room?
When we go to the TV
Do
show,
you get as good a
we
room
hung out.
as
We
Howard?
bonded. Yeah, I did.
You had as good as room as me?
Yeah.
You had
I
a
did.
suite.
Yeah, I did have a suite. I did
You
have
had a suite.
I had a living room, a bedroom,
Oh, well.
2 bathrooms,
Well,
phones in the
That was
bathroom.
wrong. That was a
Then
mistake.
that was a mistake.
And, I go to Philly with you. We go to the TV show together. I just figured,
You're going to the Super Bowl party with me.
But I just thought I would be.
And you're going to be working like you do every year, and you're going to be getting massaged. I don't understand what your problem is. By beautiful women.
Because it's just, it's like, you just thought,
Wait a minute. You know how, like, at the TV show, you don't have a dressing room?
Yeah, John.
It's the same thing.
Well, no, Jackie doesn't either, neither does Fred.
Oh.
I share my dressing room.
Now it's just me. I'm the only bastard.
I share my dressing room with you guys.
Yeah.
We're family.
Yeah, we're family,
But
right?
he has
So
the
why
biggest
check out you?
room.
But I have 2 separate rooms that I can get changed in because I do the most
You
changing.
said it. You said it, boss. We're family, but you're kicking out your youngest brother.
Yeah. Oh, you're my young brother, huh?
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you have a family, it's one of mine.
My young brother wouldn't be a mess
All right,
like you.
so then you kicked out the dog then.
I might just, you see this guy on the phone? I don't even know who we're going to be talking about. I
All
might
right,
just have
go
him
ahead.
instead
Go
of
ahead.
you. You're on the air.
Howard,
Yeah.
John is a jerk.
Yep.
He's a jerk.
He is a jerk.
Hey,
What
what do
you
you do?
talking about?
What do you do all day?
I work. I pave, and he's over there inside.
All right, you work hard. You're a laborer. You pave, right?
Definitely.
Oh,
Okay.
I slave.
Does your boss give you a party where you get to see naked girls and you get a massage?
Nope.
Have you ever had a party like that?
Never.
Yeah. If your boss gave you that and he said to you, okay, you know what? Do me a favor, watch the door for a while, but you can go in anytime you want and get a rub down from any of, these 2 girls.
Yeah.
Would you complain?
Never.
Yeah, okay.
Never.
Howard, this is stupid.
Would you just let me
How many?
Come on.
Which part of your body would you give up to be at this party?
A leg.
Yeah, a leg. You would remove your leg to be at this
Yeah,
party.
that's who we're arguing with. A guy who
Oh, you're putting yourself above this guy.
You're the same as this guy. In fact, this guy's better than you.
Okay. See, and this is
this is his attitude.
This is what you call a selective audience, a selective poll, anyway. Well, a fixed poll.
Oh, I fixed this now?
No, because anybody's going to call and just going to say, "Oh, I'm."
Oh yeah, every day everybody calls in and agrees with me.
Yeah.
What is it, Gary? Are there girls here?
Hey, guy, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
You don't understand what I'm saying at all?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
I mean,
but,
listen.
but you're not really working.
What do you mean I'm not working?
You're
We're
just
not.
sitting there. You're inside in AC when it's hot out. You're not working.
I'm not working. Do you know what I do here?
Yeah, what do you do here?
We're
I
trying
sit
to
and log
figure
everything he says on a computer. I log what he says. You know how tedious that is? I'm not working. I'm sitting in AC, fanning myself. You're an idiot. Hang up on this guy.
Yeah.
John, you're carried away. All right, John, get out of here. I got to audition girls.
Yeah, you know what? We got to get to these girls pretty quick because they're parked illegally.
Oh, okay.
Move, John. You're out of here.
Well, do you know what I'm saying? See,
John, watch the girls walk in. You can see what you're missing because you're not coming to the party this year.
all right, fine.
All right,
John's coming
goodbye.
under
Fine.
protest.
No, forget
No,
it.
don't
I won't
come.
go. I
Good,
won't go.
Don't go. All right, goodbye.
Hey, can I ask
horrible?
Robin
That's-
something?
that's-
All right, that's one less massage guy.
Angie's going to start sharpening up his interviewing skills.
Yep.
Good, fine.
All right, goodbye. Get out of here.
I've
You're
never
an
seen
ingrate.
anything like this.
I know what you're saying.
You don't know. At least the guy understood.
Take a mental health Sunday on the 26th. You need a mental health day. Right, Robin?
Yeah, he's overworked, obviously.
Yeah. Remember we gave Jackie mental health day?
When he was confused.
Oh, we gave him one?
Yeah, he spruced up. Now you go spruce up.
Fix me up.
Fixed him right up. Hasn't been more pleasant.
That's right.
That's it. A man gets to thinking when he's sitting home.
And my final word out. Let me just say. I know.
Did you just hear that?
Sir,
Did you just hear that stutter?
Yep.
Even the guy on the phone, I know I'm very lucky to go to this party. It's a great party.
And you're going to have a great time.
All I'm saying is I'm just a little sensitive to say that I'm not included with the gang. I'm just, and that's as far as it goes.
Let me ask you something. Every day when I'm writing, are you included in with the game?
No, but I wish I was.
Okay, but we don't want you there.
But see,
Now you got the hint?
But see, no. But Howard, the point is Gary's not either. So at least you have somebody to.
Gary
But
is.
Howard has duties.
Howard has duties and Gary wipes them. All right, get out of here, please.
All right.
Gary's with me for life. Don't you understand that? He's like an albatross.
All right, whatever, man. Let's see.
Oh, John wants to be with you for life too.
Oh, Gia, when are you leaving? I mean, what are you going to be with me for life too? Another guy?
Who knows, man? I don't know.
Got another guy with me for life.
I can't predict the future. You know,
it's amazing. I attract people. I can't get rid of them.
I tell you, they're like flypaper.
I tell you, you think after a couple of years they would leave. Just Gary, how long you been with me?
7.5 years.
Unbelievable.
Where should I go?
John, I'm going to give you the greatest lesson of your life. You want life lesson? Because obviously your father doesn't give you any life lesson. He lets you live in your house, and I don't know what he's doing.
He's a construction engineer.
And he lets you live there for free. You don't have any plans on kicking you out of the house.
There's no responsibility.
No, I might do as soon as Jackie puts the.
And normally I've given all my wisdom and knowledge to Gary, but I'm going to do it for you. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. This is all right.
I am the part of the totem pole.
The part of the totem pole
that is in the ground.
That is in the ground.
All right? My
speech pattern
eliminates me from normal privileges.
See, now that could be an argument.
I am luckier than Lou Gehrig. All right, very good. All right, now get out of here.
I never realized how funny that was.
That's stupid. Well, I love you, man. You know I love you, and I just, All
right, very good.
Who this?
When I came over here, I said to Mel, I'll come over here if there's no air checking.
Hey, I don't like doing it either.
But you do it.
No, it's no fun on my end.
Who do you air check with? Kenny Cabby?
Yeah, we'll do Kenny Cabby, or we'll do,
what was wrong with that?
Julie, Maze.
So who are you going to can? In order to leave your mark, you're going to have to fire a few people.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know I had to fire everybody.
Stuttering John thinks he's getting it today.
He thinks his head is on the top.
What do you think? Does he deserve it?
I tell you the truth, I don't even know.
I've heard you go off on John a couple of times, for mailing it in, for...
Hey, John, you want to have your meeting with Chuck on the air?
Were you supposed to meet with John?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to him for a little bit.
I heard John's show yesterday. It was great. Apparently, a kid from Long Island emailed him that he wanted to hear Stained.
John, have your meeting now? You want to have it in private?
John, do it now.
Oh, I'm up for it now.
Is it bad news?
It depends, I mean...
Depends on if he wants to keep this job.
Depends if you're John or not.
It's bad news for the...
Bad news. In other words, it's good news for the listeners and bad news for John. What is the news?
No, I just don't want to do out to lunch anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
In other words, John doesn't have his show anymore.
So I'm out to lunch.
Yeah, John, you're out to lunch.
Gee, that's good news.
Well, I plan to do it without the sound effects, but,
This is uncomfortable.
Yeah, you thought he wouldn't do this on the air. What, Chuck?
I like Chuck.
I didn't want to do it on the air, but, you bring John, and it's like, what am I going to do? Say I'm not going to do it and then do it 5 minutes later?
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable, too.
That would be weird.
Well, there you go. It's the second time I've been fired.
Yeah, you always get that so bad.
I was promised I wouldn't get fired this time if I accepted the job 2 years ago.
Oh, John. It happens to everybody.
Tenure.
I thought my job was tenured.
I'm like a...
What do you want to do at that time?
I think it's tough for the people who are on after Howard to go for an hour and stop for an hour and then go for an hour.
I agree.
Again.
I don't know why they ever did that.
So why not have me go on right after Howard?
Because now I'm stuttering. You barely put any effort in your show. I've been here 2.5 months, and you record your show, and that's it. You know what I mean?
John records
I don't have any evidence of that.
John records the show.
Howard, but he's got to go to lunch.
You were out of here before Howard's off the air, practically.
I tell you what.
If it was a priority in your life,
Howard, that's something that I used to stay here and do it live, which I like to do, and I fought to do that, but I wasn't allowed to.
Oh.
They didn't.
I'll tell you what. I like my news better. I'm getting Metallica tickets. Thank God I didn't get your news.
Better news.
John, the good news, the upside is, John, you get Metallica tickets too if you want to go.
That's all right.
Do you care
about getting fired?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I care.
Do you care about Metallica?
Let's see how the audience is reacting. Maybe this is...
I don't know what he wants me to do. That we're supposed to just, from the last program director, at least you should have a discussion with me before you tell me that I'm not doing anything and let me know what the problem is.
I guess he's saying there's no help. I mean, there's really nothing he can even think of.
But he should be honest and say that he thinks I'm too old and too out of touch with the music.
Grandpa, John, you're not too out of touch with music.
I mean, that's what it really is.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, we've had a few discussions.
No, it's so not a musical difference.
Yeah, but Chuck picks the music, so what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
here's the rap. This is what
How old old are you? You're like 20.
Not really.
38.
Me,
No, I'm not.
How old are you now?
37.
Wait a second. Is that the truth? Because you tend to lie.
No, that's it.
Are you 38?
You'll be 38 in October.
Yeah.
You're too old.
But I know that, like, John does a show right after the show, right after we're done. John records it about 5 or 6 minutes. And, like, my running joke with John is, Paul calls in every day. You know, John goes, I just got this fax from Paul and Mineola.
They give me the email, requests.
Do people really care who the DJ is anyway?
Outside of you? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, they do. I think people,
what is it, Carlos? Let's see what Carlos has to say.
Howard.
Yeah.
This is, like, incredible news that John's not going to be on anymore. Like, I like John, I like listening to him in the morning, but then it gets to be too much if you hear him after. Just like you were talking about with, like, the live commercials. If you hear John anytime other than on the show for about 5 minutes during the morning, it just gets to be too much. And Artie's exactly right. You don't want to hear, hey, how you doing, John? I really want to hear, like, Bush.
That's what it's supposed to be, though.
Hey, man.
I didn't tell him that.
Sorry. This guy likes you. He didn't want to hear you all day.
But
everyone's
it's so
sick of
lame. Like, especially when you listen to, usually it's like Julie in the morning, and then, like, she's on for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you hear John for an hour.
I got to tell you, I never liked it to begin with, but I always wanted John to make extra money. I didn't like it because I felt like it's enough.
That's a huge pay cut.
Have him clean the bathroom.
It's a huge pay cut.
Well, let's the other big.
I'm glad that you did it on the air. Well,
you asked for it.
You said it was okay.
No, John, you asked.
I didn't know I was getting fired.
That's so fun because John comes in every day. He photocopies his lunch or whatever. He's like, "Am I getting fired today?"
Because I mean that's what all the DJs are a little concerned.
Well, I'm glad now you're going to have time to help Gary more around the office.
I'll do
For that 5 minutes he took to do his show.
Yes, that's right.
It's going to be a great lunch today.
No, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry that John got fired. John and I came to a thing a couple of months ago. It's better that John goes. You know what I mean? Like John trying to help me actually slows it down because he doesn't know what to do. So it's,
he knows what to do.
Gary's got a lot of guys helping.
Yeah, Walter, you're on the air.
This guy's the greatest, Howard, man. Next has got to be Artie.
Well, what's the other big announcements is the Native American Hour, which will be replacing Outdoor.
So you like
Can I get some tickets to Metallica or what?
I don't know. How do you get the tickets?
You got to be fired by me.
That's right.
So far, John's the only one.
Well, come on over and fire me, man.
Yeah, where do you work?
I can't say. Hey, have a great day, Howard.
All
Thanks,
right. Bud. Yes, John.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like, get John off the air.
He just did.
He's gone.
John, your public has called in and rallied around you.
John, you're bummed, though, right?
Yeah. But I hope Rob all the failure in the world. And I can't wait till he's fired.
Al Rosenberg.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen someday.
Al Rosenberg, you're on the air.
Hey, Hal, how you doing?
Hey.
I used to be in the meetings during the rest of the day when these are your air checks. I know you kind of moved away a little bit from that. The biggest complaint about you was your treatment of the helicopter reporter who was a bigger star than you.
Yeah, that was the other thing in the air check meetings. They didn't like the way I treated Roz Frank.
Yeah, they threw a phone at you once, remember?
Yeah. That was me because Pig Virus said, she is the biggest star on the station next to Amos, and you will never be as big as Roz Frank.
You gotta hit those traffic controls.
What a visionary.
Wow, that's a classic line.
Yeah, well, that's why he's in Cleveland now.
Right. You gotta do the time. You gotta do the time 7 times, and you're not doing the weather 4 times every half hour.
Yeah. I know. I almost threw it all in. I don't know how I kept going.
Roz Frank and Captain Frank.
But the wars were funny between you and them. They were great.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Well, thank you, Al. And Al, you're a winner, too.
Oh, yeah, really? I'm sitting in a parking lot selling advertising.
Oh. Well, you're a winner in your own way. Jennifer, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi.
Yes.
This is Jennifer. I really think it's so unfair that you're firing John, because I really, really, really enjoy him in the afternoon. It's like a continuation of listening to Howard all day.
That was the idea, I guess.
Well, you know what, Howard? It's just the only thing that really bothers me about this, besides hearing about it on the air, is that they... Hold on.
Well, John, no, wait.
They set it up. These are the requests. We don't want you to talk a lot. Just read the request and go. So,
that's the show.
So then it's like, all right, well, you're not putting effort into it. This is what was told to me by the previous program director.
But they don't.
So then you come in and say, I'm not doing it. I mean, that's what I was told to do.
Well, John, but wait, let's go back to...
What?
Let's go back to doing it on the air. I mean, what do you want me to do? Lie to you for 5 minutes and then, do it later? And would you have preferred that?
I would prefer... I would have rather you said, all right, you know what, John, it's better that we talk off the air. I mean, you're old enough to know that decision. And but it's okay, so you did it on the air. But I think in your professional life, you're old enough to know.
Oh, John, please. You came in here and
No, I didn't want to know if I was fired on the air.
You knew you were getting the axe. You told me today you were getting it.
I was paranoid that I was. But I was hoping it was just paranoia. But obviously it was something.
Ronnie, remove John from the premises. He no longer works here.
John, there actually is some good news, but we'll go over that off the air.
There is good news?
Yeah, there is good news. There's a silver lining to John's dark cloud.
What, I got Metallica tickets?
No. Seriously, there is good, but we'll go over it off the air.
So don't burn your bridge, John.
Watch what you say, in other words.
You're such a nutcase.
No, but I'm a nutcase?
Yeah.
What are you talking
asked him to give you the news on the air.
You did. No, he won't remember that part.
No, I'm sure I did. It's fine. But listen, if you knew what it was going to be, I didn't know it was going to be that, Rob.
Well, but that's why it's news.
Give me the news on the air, just only the good news.
John, the good news is over the vacation, you're going to the Heineken plant in Amsterdam.
Chris, you're on the air.
Hey, listen, I think it's terrible what they're doing to John. He's one of the better DJs that they have there. And you got to replace him with Cabby?
No, he doesn't need to be replaced. It's Julie's show, really.
Well, Howard, you know what?
We don't need another.
Honestly, Howard, I'm not a DJ. I'm not. I know I'm not a
really?
DJ.
I
don't know how to. I'm not a. I don't know. I wasn't schooled as a DJ.
You stutter.
Well, as I'm saying, I'm saying so. If I'm not a professional DJ, I understand. And I never wanted to be a DJ, and know that I'm not.
Believe it or not, I'm not a DJ.
I'm not a DJ.
You know, I'm glad he
just try and be me.
Because we were fools.
I'm not a.
Just try and be myself. Well, but you know what? It's not. It's just. Hey, Howard, it's not... I know I said I wanted to hear the news, so I'm not going to hold that against them, but I just wish they would have gave me a little, like...
You wish they would have gave you and you're not...
No. Say, this is what we want you to do. Like, give me a little thing that they want me to do. If there's something that I'm doing wrong.
They don't know... He doesn't want you.
Yeah.
What's he going to tell you?
Can I just say something also?
He's being honest.
I think it's the wrong place to put somebody like you, John. I don't think
put you on another station.
Believe it or not, tomorrow I'm going on a Star Trek cruise, and John's not a DJ.
That was the basic philosophy difference.
And I was promised that I would never get fired again.
By who?
I'll tell you exactly. Want to know, Johnny?
Yeah, how do
you think I'm lying?
No.
How did they promise you?
I was fired once as a DJ here. I was a DJ for 2 years. I got fired.
Why did they make you a DJ in the first place?
Okay, no. This is a while back. I
did you a favor.
Howard, hold on. Hear it out. I had a 4-hour show.
Right.
So I was fired. A year later, Steve pulled me aside. We want you to do a show from 12 to 1. I go, Steve, I'm not going to do it unless you guarantee I'm not getting fired. I go, I'm not going through that again.
No guarantee.
He said, you're not going to get fired again.
Steve didn't fire you.
That's right. He left.
So now I'm going through it again.
Yeah, you're going through it again with somebody new.
Do you have a contract?
Do you have a deal?
Think about that.
You know what, John? I'm going to let you know a secret.
Yeah.
My ex-wife and I, we vowed we'd stay together forever.
Yeah, but once. You didn't vow it twice.
Damn right I wouldn't.
You wouldn't vow it twice.
But do you have a contract that says you can never be fired?
No, it was a verbal thing that Steve and I agreed on. But I know Steve... That's why I knew when Steve... Yeah, but... I'm sure Tom knew about that deal as well.
But can I ask you a question? When the new guy came in, did it ever dawn on you like to go talk to him or change or maybe put more effort in it or see?
I've had a lot of discussions with Rob.
Probably are.
Yeah, but you really haven't asked.
We've talked about the station.
Yeah, we've talked about the music on the station. You want more corrosion of conformity. We've talked about that, but I mean,
more of like, you know what the problem? My problem with a lot of the music here, Howard, is they play the same music over and over again.
Dude, don't you know anything about? Did you learn anything about radio? Did you learn that the average listener doesn't listen for 4 hours? They listen for 15 minutes in a clip, and if they don't hear a song they like, they tune out.
Well, the other thing is, why do
I assume
there are so many hit songs to
You have a problem. I'll tell you, I'm going to get a radio station, let you program it. If you can get over one share, I'll listen to you.
There are so many songs to choose from, and it's unfortunate that they choose from the same two songs.
John, you sound like a novice.
Here's the question.
You sound like a novice. Why do you think in the 60s some guy sat down and figured out that if they just sat there and let the DJs pick the music, they didn't get any ratings?
I'm not saying...
So what did they do? They figured out that most idiots like to sit and listen to songs they know. When they don't know the lyrics to the song, they tune out.
But
why don't you know that yet?
I think Rob is doing that. Is what he's doing, right, Rob? Because you're playing more songs.
I'm actually playing less songs, just in a different order, which is the weird voodoo of it. Howard's exactly right.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
But Howard, here's what I don't understand.
Most people like 3 songs, you know?
All right, well, they've been playing those 3 songs for the last 3 years. It isn't like the ratings have been going crazy.
And what do you... And you know why?
No, I think they should just play a more variety of hit songs.
Well, you know what? They were looking for a program director for a long time, and no one considered you.
Howard, here's the other thing. Listen, he knows his business, I'm sure. I'm not saying I know. I'm just saying I wish they did play more of a variety.
John's sick of the music that he's not here to hear.
Gary, I hear plenty of it.
John, you record your show in 5 minutes and leave. You don't even hear the songs that you're bored with.
I listened to the show on the way home, you idiot. I listened to the whole show.
But you don't have to.
But I want to. I like to hear what's going on.
Who's the idiot? He didn't get fired. Sean, you're on the air.
Big fan of John. And I think he's a fabulous guy, and I think he's a great personality. And I think that if he had more free reign with the show as to the content, not necessarily music, because I listen to a show for the personality content. That's why I'm such a big fan of the Howard Stern show, is there's so many great and distinct personalities.
All right, there is someone who is going to miss Stuttering John's show.
I agree with him entirely. I think John's a great personality. I think he's awesome. I think he's great on the Howard Stern show, but I think that show, what he is doing now, the way it is being done, is not a useful personality.
You know what?
You don't have to defend yourself.
Howard, I agree with him in a lot of ways. I wish I could do it live, take phone calls, take phone call requests. I didn't set it up.
But he's not looking for that.
Oh,
He's looking for a music show.
Awkward time. He can't.
I wish I could talk to people.
Yeah, but he doesn't want you talking to people.
Yeah, because you come in here and talk to people on the Stern show for 4.5 hours.
They're looking to promote the music the rest of the day. Stop it.
I think John needs to re-examine where his focus is on his show. I think, given the opportunity, I think he could make a fabulous show. I think John is very talented.
So who else is safe? Is Julie going to be here, or is she out?
Nobody's safe.
No one is safe.
Seriously, I mean, we need to do a much better job with the music and the presentation on this radio station after you're off the air.
Man.
I mean, you set a pretty high standard, and we have to live up to it the rest of the day.
Howard, you know what the
whatever it takes to do,
what Steve used to say about you is that you're a 300-pound gorilla. Like,
800-pound gorilla.
800-pound gorilla.
I like Steve.
No, Steve said a 300-pound.
800-pound.
Yeah, I think he said 300. But anyway, he means that after you, Howard, it's like
he gained like 5 years, didn't he?
Stone, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, John?
Yeah. Hello?
Why are you acting like such a baby? You got fired. Big goddamn deal.
It's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money to me. What do you mean, why am I? I'm supposed to be happy about it?
For years. You've been in the business for years. You can find another job. What are you, hopeless?
Of course I'm going to I just found out this minute. What do you want me to do, be happy?
No, you can understand he's upset.
I understand you, but it's not the end of the world.
No, it's a big hunk of dough.
Yeah, you lose your job.
It's half my salary, Howard. It's half my paycheck is
got an apartment, a house, a new car. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Welcome to Dunk John.
Well, maybe there's some good news coming up for you.
But John learned the reality of radio. The guy that hired him, the reason why he hired you, because he loved you on the show, and the guy that's letting you go on thinks you've been on the show, you're on too much, you're overexposed.
But okay, but the problem is I was hired twice.
How do I fire him?
You haven't figured
at least
it out.
don't do it today. We wait after the vacation.
Right.
Like something to be happy about.
Oh, yeah, it's right before vacation.
Hey, happy vacation. You're fired.
Would you take anal from Lexington Steel for $200,000?
No. No, I would never go that low.
But you would do it?
Yes, Ronald.
I would never do it.
Ronald?
Yes, Ronald.
Yes.
What was this guy, this little boy, 20-year-old?
He's not 20. He's Chuck Roast. He runs
31.
He's 31.
31. Oh, I thought you were a little kid. But Filet Mignon, whatever your name is, don't get rid of Julie Slater. She's the best.
I say she's the next.
What, Julie?
No
way.
I would say.
She's a survivor.
First of all, he's not going to fire Kane and Cabby, I don't think. I think he's going to keep Kane and Cabby.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be the guy who's firing Cabby.
Everybody around here is walking on eggshells, and Julie's in the next studio listening to this, and this is how she's finding out what may or may not happen.
Well, if you have an announcement for Julie, let's bring her in now.
Oh, stop it. Julie didn't ask for that.
No, seriously, we have to improve the rest.
And by the way, Robin, I asked for it.
You've got some tough decisions ahead.
I'm fired. You're dead.
But John is like a guy who his girlfriend says, I don't love you anymore, and he starts arguing with her.
Yeah.
You can't argue the love back in.
You know when you break up with a chick and she starts going, you have to love me?
How could you not love me? Look at all I've done for you.
What are you supposed to go? Okay, I'm fine, bye.
What are you going to do?
There's no argument.
So I'm wrong for having a rebuttal?
You shouldn't, because you know what? It ain't going to do.
No, I know it's not going to do me any good.
I've been fired when Randy Baumgarten took me up to the headquarters at NBC.
On the radio.
He fired me. And he said, you're fired. And I know what I did? I sat there. And I didn't say a word. And he said to me, is there something you want to say to me? I said, no. Goodbye.
Right,
and I left.
What are you going to say? I
took it like a man.
You really did, because I remember you came down to the office, you said, everybody come in here, and you go, okay, that's it, we're done. We're done.
Well, they
but
told me
there was no throwing things, no bitching, no crying, anything. You're like, we're done.
Did you have a rally after you were fired once?
No rally. Nobody cared.
No, nobody
Because
really.
they told me in a separate room that day, and I was just like, well, then why did you have us come all the way in? That was the only thing I wanted to know.
By the way, Robin did not handle it as well as you.
Right.
I was crazy.
She threw stuff.
Look at him all happy.
Hey, Chuck, I don't know, but I'm free from like 12 to 1 every day.
AC, he's crazy.
Like I told you, nobody gets on K-Rock unless they eat a Sunday out of Cabby's ass. So.
All right, get to work. Oh, you don't mind that?
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Well, there you go. That was great radio. You got fired right on the air.
Well,
I feel bad for you, though. I do. I know how it is.
I think John took it pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Nah, you whine like a little bitch for like, what?
See, this is the kind of thing. This is where, little bitch, you cross-eyed motherfucker.
Wait a minute. Are you crazy? You want to be fired from this show, too?
Hey, no F word. Sit down.
Calm down.
Sit down. Sit down.
His mind.
Chuck, after my air check, how about anal? Bitch, after he fires me, you're lucky I don't smack you silly.
Don't say the F word.
John, you lost half your job. Don't mess up the other half.
John, seriously, there is a silver lining to this.
And I keep saying, he did say there was good news.
Don't call me a little bitch, Chuck, all right, dude?
John, I'm just screwing around with you.
You guys half blind.
Oh, what does that mean?
Last name is Cross. Ironically, he's cross-eyed.
Oh, stop it.
That's clever.
That's clever.
That's a lot clever than...
All right, John, don't give him any good news.
Ooh, this got ugly.
The silver lining just left.
Let's hear the good... I think the silver lining...
Screw it, me. He calls me a little bitch after he fires me within 5 minutes.
Take it easy.
Jesus, I mean, God.
Take it easy.
You deserve it.
Making jokes.
John, I'm making a joke. John, I seriously think... I seriously think you handled it pretty well.
Yeah, thank you.
Jeez.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in 5 years.
Hey, it's Cabby. What's my news?
Yeah, well, you know what? This is a warm-up for Cabby if he gets a bad...
I respect you for doing it on the air. I love that.
Well, John, I did not want to do that, but again, I didn't want to lie to you for 5 minutes. And then...
Yeah, well, I thought it was me who said you could.
You did?
Yeah, and you did.
I did that for the sake of the show.
All right, so there you go.
Yeah,
Take it like a man.
For this show.
And I said...
Not the sake of my life.
Take it like a man.
And I said whiny bitch for the sake of the show. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. He's keeping it real.
Take it easy.
And you don't have to use the F word.
Hey, John, I'm sorry about that.
That's unprofessional.
I'm sorry. It came out of, truly, it was sheer rage. It was emotion.
It was sheer rage.
John, after that last outburst, you would think that you're not a DJ.
Casey, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything if that's why you're here.
Hey, John, does this mean I can't get the $20, Shelby?
I guess you're picking up lunch
get in
today,
line.
Artie.
You're too lunch today, John.
Double A, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, man, I feel real bad for Stuttering John. But listen, can I get us some Metallica tickets now?
I tell you what, I'm going to give you $500 courtesy of House of 1,000 Corpses from director Rob Zombie.
Thanks a lot, man. You're the man.
A Journey into Hell, House of 1,000 Corpses, available now on DVD.
All right, man. I appreciate that, Howard.
All right.
At least you're going to look me in my eyes when you're going to... Oh, I forgot. You can't do that.
Oh, that's tacky. That's tacky.
John, I think he's heard all the eye jokes.
Chuck's a good-looking guy. Come on.
I know. I got through those about 25 years ago. So.
Yeah, that would be like Chuck calling you MC Stammer or something.
Grow up.
It's the worst part of the job is having to fire somebody.
You think it's easy for him?
Yeah, don't you feel bad for him, John? Having to fire you?
Well, I'm sure he's making $500,000 a year for being here.
Yeah.
Think about Eddie on Long Island who's not going to get his email read today.
There's a guy who's really...
John loves to count other people's money, though.
Wonder what Julie's thinking over in the other room.
I think everybody's thinking...
Julie's packing up.
Have you I wonder if everybody has a meeting today.
Bloody Thursday.
No.
Everyone's going to meet and say, well, what should I do to not get fired?
It's 8:21.
Well, they're not going to ask you, John.
John, you're ringing. That might be your wife.
I have to take a break. I have to take a break now, they're telling me.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to be here all goddamn day with this crap. Take the break.
Your morning show is in the hands of a man who lost his virginity at age 16. Howard Stern. Broadcasting from the top of the Howard Stern building.
Oh, here's Julie. Uh-oh. Hold on. Scary day.
Hello, John. We've been friends for a long time. Get your phone call.
That is my wife. Honey, I've been fired. I've been fired. I got fired from my radio show. I'm on the air right now. No, I know. So do me a favor, cancel the table that's being delivered today.
Right. Turn that off. And why is that microphone humming? It's very unprofessional. Casey, I blame you.
Is there another mic up by accident?
You see, this is the example of the quality of the station.
Oh, that's professional.
Susanna just called to divorce John. She heard
I think she's packing.
Suzanne said, can I sell my winter coat?
Julie, what do you make of all this? Give us your play-by-play.
Well, I'm just wondering, John, why are you bringing me into all this? You're like, Julie's got to be fired next.
No. I said my prediction is. It's
What's that all about? No, just because you think our levels of talent are the same?
No, I think I have a lot more, but that doesn't mean anything.
Julie is a professional.
She's a great DJ. I don't know why. I'm just saying I'm predicting. All I'm saying is I think he's going to fire everybody. I'm just predicting that you'd be the next to go. He's cleaning up our time slot.
Julie doesn't know where to look.
It was nothing personal, but whatever. You're incredibly talented.
Thank you, John.
So
I'm very saddened to see your show go.
That was said very sincerely.
Will there be a final out to lunch today? When is this?
No, there won't be.
No, I know Julie sometimes, we'll go to 11 o'clock sometimes, and Julie will be upset because John will go,
in, right.
and then she never gets on the air.
And there wouldn't have been out to lunch next week because you weren't even here.
Right.
You would have literally been out to lunch. Now,
that was the deal I worked out with Steve, Rob. I'm sorry. That's something that Steve and I worked out. I didn't know that bothered you. Maybe you should have let me know. About 2.5 months before you fired me.
Julie, you want your meeting now? Or?
Is there ever a good time?
I guess so, yeah, why not?
No, I don't.
You didn't ask
Julie,
me.
I thought you and I both were, thinking, didn't we have a concept where we were thinking that he's going to stop firing people?
Well, I guess when the Heath came on, we all were like,
All right, so we had the discussion. That's why.
John, what are you bringing her into?
Oh, come on.
it's mostly me.
Because that's what he
You
does.
know I love you. I don't know why you're, attacking me, but whatever.
She's not attacking you.
You attacked me first.
No, I'm just predicting he's cleaning up our hour. I think he's afraid of Caddy, so they're going to leave them there for a little while.
The cleanup it needed was you.
Then goes Maz.
I think what Julie's saying is
or Maze, whatever his name is.
Julie's saying it's not our hour.
Then our Dave will stay because he's on from 2 to 6, and it's,
He's cleaning up our hour.
We're making predictions.
John Shelsh.
Well, let me ask you, Howard, do you think everyone's job is safe?
I don't know. At a radio station for long enough. He knows.
I know that when a new program director comes in, they mold the station in their own image. For whatever reasons.
The reason they brought him,
I've been the victim of it 3 times.
Something's wrong with the station.
Yeah, well, I don't think it has anything to do with the DJs. I think Julie does a great job. Kane and Cabby, I'd love listening to them. I don't think it's the jocks. I think it's the music, and that's something that's got to change. And John says he's going to do that.
It wasn't you. It's not. There's something wrong.
4 other program directors before Chuck Roast did the same thing.
What?
Change the whole staff. I've seen it. I've been here 18 years. They do it all the time, and I don't like it.
About the time slot, like Howard goes till 11, and then noon to 1. There's a break. It's just not a good flow.
It's probably hard for you to be on the air.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Well, something that had been discussed. Oh, it doesn't even matter anymore.
But meanwhile, the point is, if the first program director who came in here didn't change jobs with someone, you never would have gotten on the air anyway. This is what happens at radio stations.
What do you mean?
Okay, you got a PD when I came here 18 years ago. Everyone was on the air enjoying their job. New program director came in.
Herman and all that stuff.
They fired those guys. That made room for you. Now they're firing you. Going to make room for somebody else.
We went
one day I'll be fired.
We went alternative, and we had a program director before Steve Kingston that didn't hire you. I think that's what Howard's saying.
We did. As soon as he went alternative, I got hired.
No. There was a period of time.
I'm telling you.
Kingston couldn't get here for
But there's PDs before Kingston.
Well,
welcome to a liquid lunch with Jeff Curro.
I got an email from Tony who says...
Would I be allowed to do like a overnight at another Infinity station?
I don't know. You know what? Seriously, I feel bad. I don't like being fired either. And I'm not happy for you about this. I think it sucks.
It does suck. I don't.
It does.
It's an hour a day. I mean, it's just a misplaced hour a day, John. You're a victim of a lot of stuff.
It's an hour to you. It's half my salary to me, Rob.
All right, but he's saying it doesn't fit in with his programming.
No, I understand.
It sucks for you.
I'm sure the ratings are going to skyrocket.
If you ran a
all
business,
the little things though, John. Yeah, and I think Gary's making on his way.
If you ran a business, would you keep a guy just because you didn't want him to lose money, or would you try?
I understand that.
You got to hire the.
No. But I'm explaining to Rob why I'm acting, a little upset.
You should be upset.
You don't have to explain it.
Oh no, as I recall, I was a little bitch.
John, I did that just for the.
No, he said
I didn't know you were a comedian.
He said you whined like a bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't say you were.
Which you did, but so what? Everybody reacts their own way.
Speaking of Julie, the next... So if you... And I know it's not going to happen, but if you do get fired, just be happy and don't whine like a little bitch.
He's not saying
I
that.
didn't ask you to be happy and not whine like a little bitch. Don't make it a joke.
That was great.
Speaking of the back of my pants, here's stained.
I have to say, I'm interested in hearing the station again.
I really think you should hire Jeff Carl.
Yes, Jeff.
Howard.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. Chuck fired John to make room for Artie. Artie's going to have his own show.
That's right.
American Indian Radio. How now? And
Air.
Hey now.
Yeah, how now?
AIR, air. Coming up next, I'm going to mend a coyote's wound.
Yeah, Vinny.
Howard, 3 quick points. First of all, this is incredible radio. You can't believe what's saying. The first point is, John's show, when it was live, was a very, very good show. It was a great transition from your show to K-Rock. He played a lot of music and a lot of music while he talked. It was really good.
Yeah, Julie and I had fun together.
Hey, John, how much money are we talking on your radio show? Are you losing?
A lot.
What's a lot? For an hour a day?
Well, I'm going to tell... well, I started at a very little, but I've been doing it for a while, man. It went up significantly each year.
How much people make? How much are we talking here? So people could feel bad for you. Is it...
Oh, wait a minute. What do you think, I'm an idiot? I'm going to tell you how much it was?
$3,000 a week.
$3,000 a week?
That's a guess.
Is
that right?
Howard, don't leave us hanging. What's the silver lining?
I'm totally guessing.
Chuck, tell us the silver lining. What is it?
Well, John and I will discuss it off here. I mean, I didn't even want to do this on the air, you know?
Is he going to put money back in his pocket, the silver lining, or is it just something different?
Well, John and I will discuss it off the air.
I say it's not even $1,000 a week.
Find out now, man. Don't leave us hanging.
I say it's not $1,000 a week either.
I don't think so. That's high.
He ain't getting no $3,000. He ain't getting $3,000 a week for an hour.
Howard, the other thing that you got to understand...
How many guess you get?
Hold on, can I just say something? It's also because I have an air shift. I have AFTRA, which means I have insurance... I have a pension, and all that stuff has been taken care of because I have a
that's tough.
Oh, you really are screwed.
Yeah. This was great news.
No, they let you go for 18 months on that.
I have 18 months, yeah. No, I think it's less now.
With your...
I think it's 8 months.
With the people fighting over you, you should have no problem replacing that.
But see, this is the only place I can go. I can't... I'm not going to go do news on 1010.
Right.
That'd be great.
Why not? I'd love it. I would listen.
The news is brought to you now by Stuttering John.
I haven't listened to 1010 Wins in 10 years.
That'd be awesome to hear you on that.
Look, within 18 months, a lot...
Julie, in 8 months we have insurance for...
Can I say something?
I didn't even know you were in AFTRA.
Yeah.
I thought they technically made you just a guest of mine, so you weren't like an announcer.
Julie's ashamed to be in the...
Tom's going, I should have thought of that.
She is kind of right with that, but no, I do have enough after hours to be part of the insurance.
First of all, if you have 18 months, Chuck Ross will probably be gone in 18 months, right?
And then you might be back.
Yeah, you'll be back.
Oh, they keep people around for a long time. Look at how long I lasted.
Don't you have insurance through regulars?
No, that was the great, and no, that's a whole other story. But no, I canceled that policy that I had to pay for that was offered to me.
Thank you, Vinny.
But
John, you're not an employee of K-Rock?
Ed.
Yes, I am.
So you get insurance through the company?
No, I canceled that.
Ed, go ahead. You're on the air.
There's more money.
Yeah, hi, Howard. It's nice to speak to you guys finally. John, man, you got to take it easy, dude. Honestly, I know you were fired. I know you're upset, but Chuck did tell you that there's a silver lining. So, you got to keep it cool.
I'm anticipating the silver lining is like once a week, like on Sunday nights from 10 to 2.
I think you're wishful thinking.
I don't think it's that good, yeah.
I think Vinny made a good
once
point.
A month.
What's the silver lining?
For $300.
I think the silver lining is going to be the bartender at the next party here.
Can we hear the silver lining, Chuck?
No, John and I'll discuss it on the air.
Again,
I didn't even want to discuss this on the air, but it's, sort of got...
No, you couldn't resist.
No,
you made your mark in shocking radio.
No, seriously.
You asked him to.
John,
wait, Gary, wait a second. I'm in here.
John,
you're a celebrity.
All right, tell me.
You're a celebrity, and Chuck got you out of here.
You wanted to hear it, didn't you?
John, you could have said...
Gary, wait a second. Gary, this is the Howard Stern Show.
Right, so then don't complain.
In my head, I know Howard wanted to hear it. I know that you wanted it, so I did it.
What are we fighting about?
Well,
John's saying that. I said, John, you wanted to know. And he said, no, I didn't. You guys wanted to know, so I did it for us.
Yeah, I did it for the show. I did.
But I'm saying...
I did it for the show.
Shut up,
Gary.
So what?
I'm not saying anything.
So then take it like a man.
For the show, that's all I'm saying.
So you did it for the show. Stop blaming Chuck. You said I want to know.
You were just hassling Chuck for telling you, but you said it was okay to tell you for the show.
He just said he felt bad doing it.
I didn't want to do it, and then you came in and asked me to do it.
You said it was okay.
I know I did.
So then what are you complaining about?
I'm not. Gary's complaining. Play it back. I'm not saying anything. Chuck was stuff.
You keep saying Chuck was unprofessional.
There was a time about 15 minutes ago where I thought it was unprofessional, and I still do. Gary, so in other words, I told him to say it, right? If he knew he had this bad news for me, he shouldn't have done it.
But that wasn't...
He's got to be a professional,
You didn't say, Chuck, tell me the news only if it's good. You said, tell me the news.
I know, because I did that for this show.
You knew you were getting it. You would run.
No, I was paranoid, but a lot of times my paranoia doesn't come true.
John, look at the bright side. You're still best friends with Melissa Rivers. I'm sure she'll get you a job.
That was a long way to go.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Howard, I love you, man. You're awesome. First time I've been on your show, man, and I love it. I love it a lot.
And I got $500 courtesy of House of 1,000 Corpses from director Rob Zombie.
Oh, wow, man.
Give it to me. I just got fired.
House of 1,000 Corpses available now on DVD. Hold on.
I can't give it to me. I just got fired.
Well, when Chuck says there's a silver lining, I'm guessing.
What are you guessing?
I'm guessing that they're going to help him out.
Well, there's no easy way I could have done this, because if I did not do it right then, and I waited 10 minutes or whatever,
would have been torturous.
Not only that, when you guys came back from vacation, he'd have been in here being like, that jerk
absolutely
lied to me.
Right. On the air.
Do it
right.
on the air.
It was a no-win. It was a no-win, Chuck.
So I'd have been in here looking like a big wuss bag 2 weeks from now or whatever it is.
He's right.
I don't care.
Aren't you glad your friends are around you when you get fired?
Yeah, look at all the support.
I mean, I still maintain in his professional life it was an unprofessional decision. I did ask him to do it.
Carrying on about professionalism.
I said to do it after everybody said do it.
So then why is it unprofessional?
Because if he knew what the news were, he shouldn't have done it.
He came in just to talk about Howard's Metallica tickets. He didn't come in here to fire you.
Right. I came in here to give...
Put it this way. If it was Tom, and Tom was going to fire me, and I said, you could, get ahead, and everyone's like telling me, and I said, tell me, Tom wouldn't do it because he knows it's unprofessional.
Suddenly you're a Tom fan.
I'm not saying I'm a Tom fan. Why am I arguing with you about this?
It's fun.
No, because you just love, it's like amazing to me.
John, that's what you do to... John, that's what you do to everybody. Someone's on the hot spot. And don't wink at me.
I'm not winking at you. I'm winking at Artie, someone I like.
John, but this is what you do to everybody.
Gary, I just got fired. If you were somewhat of a friend, you'd be, you'd be like, all right, he's probably a little down. But no, you can't do that.
Yeah, because you never kicked me when I was down.
Well, yeah, I'm down. What, goofing on your teeth? This is very different. It's a salary.
You stop.
John, don't lash out at everybody. I'm sorry you got fired.
All right.
Don't lash out at everybody. I didn't fire you.
I'm not lashing out at you.
Plus, John has additional pressure on him. I don't know if you know.
What's that?
Tell everyone
were you going to make
Chuck feel really bad.
John, do it.
It always happens at this time.
Well, Robin, I'm expecting my third kid.
I already know, but you can tell everybody else.
Well, I forgot about that. All right, I'm back on
Julie's laughing.
No, I feel bad.
Yeah, now I feel horrible, John. I'm very sorry.
I didn't even remember that, Howard. Oh, John, I'm sorry.
That's rough. That's
I'll buy you
rough.
lunch.
Come on.
Lunch.
Yeah, somebody else let it slip a couple of weeks ago that you had already done.
I know, I heard.
John, I'll buy you lunch again.
Everybody knew anyway. Well, there's still time for an abortion, though.
Oh, no.
Well, listen, sometimes you got to make... Sometimes you can't afford it.
You just want an abortion.
Howard did tell me
courtesy of Rob Zombie.
Abort my first kid, and I'm going to tell her when she's 40.
What?
He did tell me to abort my first kid when I said so she's 14, I'll have that conversation. You see, Howard, the guy that I'm hanging out... He wanted me to kill you.
What?
He's delusional now. He's delusional. How dare you? How dare you? Well, Chuck Roast, Rob, whatever you want me to call you.
Yeah, I think Rob does the firing. Chuck Roast is the good news guy.
I was fired by a guy named Chuck Roast.
That's the ultimate insult.
That is the ultimate insult.
John, before we sign off, any more cross-eyed jokes?
I got time. I mean,
Rob, Chuck, I feel bad for you that you had to do this, and John, I feel bad for you. I think it's an unfortunate circumstance. I've been in a position where I had to fire someone one time.
It's never easy, even behind closed doors.
But see, that's the thing.
And I've been in the position of being fired. And
it didn't seem so hard for Chuck.
It did.
No, there's just no...
It didn't seem like it took any...
I get what John's saying. We didn't really have to twist Chuck off.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a lot of resistance.
What am I going to do, weep about it? I mean, I didn't want...
No, of course you're not going to weep about it. Why should you?
John, seriously, I don't feel good about doing it. I didn't want to do it here, but it kind of got thrust upon us. So, again, either I lied to you for 10
Yeah, I know. They were twisting your arm. They didn't even offer you I-1 money.
Chuck, can I say something? This was kind of fun. Would you do this the next time you fire someone on our show?
No.
We're bringing a guillotine?
If I have to fire somebody again, I hope to God I don't have to do it on your show.
Please, let's make it a regular segment. Think about it.
This is the place you get fired.
This is the place to go when you get fired.
There is good news for the listeners. You can hear all of John's out to lunches at the Museum of Broadcasting.
What's it called now? Out of work? Just kidding. John, let me tell you something.
It's all right.
I'm feeling positive because Chuck said there's a silver lining, so I'm feeling...
Don't be so,
We're holding out hope.
Don't be so positive.
No, the silver lining is I still get to keep K-Rock insurance for the next year.
Let's see what it is. Let's hope it's something good. Let's hope it's something
I'm just thinking, let's see, my wife's she's got 6 months. My insurance policy runs up at 8.
I was going to say, is the baby going to be here before you have your hospitalization camp?
Yeah, you better what do you call it, schedule a cesarean. All right, Chuck Rose, you're a great programmer.
I'm a jerk. I mean, let's face it. You know, I don't want.
You had to do a tough job, John. You're a great guy. I don't like to see this happen. Julie, I hope you hold on to your job through the new administration.
I just have one thing to say. Today, my show is from 11 to 2.
Might as well promote.
That's right.
As long as I still have it here.
Might as well promote, Julie. Smart.
What a show.
After all the plugs I gave your band on my show when I wasn't allowed to.
What a show this has been. I'm an American Indian and John's fired.
Lots of lives have changed today.
I'm the one who's been tomahawked already.
Come on. Julie, you've worked in a lot of places, right? You've seen this.
I've seen it, yes.
Where have you worked? Talk to
I worked at Q104.
You did.
Before this one, it was New Rock. And everyone got fired except for a couple of us.
Right. So you've seen it happen.
I've seen people get axed before.
Yeah. Well, all right.
You know,
you know.
You can do it's radio. Of course, if it happens to me, I'll start crying. But
would you cry?
Oh, yeah. I would probably. I'm a girl.
Did you cry when you got fired at Q?
I didn't get fired.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she was one of the ones that got the stick.
And then Chuck would go, don't cry like a bitch.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh, look at her crying like a bitch.
That's how he softens the blow.
Nah, that was well.
John, if you want to cry, you cry, buddy.
I'm thinking about it. Let me wait till my Amex bill comes in.
You'll hold him.
I'll cry with you if you want.
Just bought a...
Oh, dear.
You have an extravagant style, by the way.
A new bookshelf.
Well, what do you need a bookshelf for? You don't read. What kind of books do you need?
Plenty of books.
You read books? Yeah. When's the last book you read?
I just read John Grisham.
Really?
What did I just read? I read The Runaway Jury, then I read The Partner, then I read...
Maybe you shouldn't read so much. Concentrate on your show.
The Street Lawyer, what else?
What do you read that's not Grisham? Because I know you love Grisham. What else do you read that's not
I'm reading
Grisham?
King of Torts right now.
Really? Look at you.
I like Grisham. I'm wrong.
Look at it this way. You don't have to read books on investing. You don't have any money.
You got more time to read.
Let's see what the good news is. Maybe he's got some silver lining there.
Yeah, you can come back and tell us what the good news is.
Yeah. You know what I would do?
Just read The Brethren.
You gonna put the boat up for sale?
Rather than take the books and put them on a shelf, put them on a blanket out on the street and sell them. And then sell the bookshelf.
Well, the bookshelf will be out there, too. That's the thing. The blanket will hold the book, the bookshelf.
I saw this old black guy selling books on the street the other day.
He might be able to use a shelf.
All right, I need to either wrap this up or take a break. I'm being told we've gone.
Yeah, we better wrap up.
Well, you might as well.
You want to say do your one last music intro? Are we done with the news?
Yes, that was news enough.
Read an email, John.
Read an email or introduce a song.
No, I'm good.
You want to say your final?
I'll go gracefully.
After the outburst, you'll go gracefully.
For our fans in New York, Julie, I guess you will be taking over. I know it's going to be tough to fill in for John's shoes. Those are big shoes.
Can they write email to you?
Yeah.
I'm not read email. I knew you were going to come with it. I'm not doing it. That's all right.
Website, krockradio.com.
And you will read email too? All right.
Maybe.
Right now there's people crossing out John and writing Julie.
Wait a second. Here's an email. It's from Chuck Rose. It says, John, you're fired.
Could you please play?
Wait, actually, here are your out-to-lunch requests. You want to read one last one?
No, it's all right.
Oh, come on, John.
It's okay.
One for old times.
Here's an email. Go ahead. For your final out-to-lunch email.
And do it the way you do it on the show.
Stand up with a hand behind your back.
Let's see.
Out to lunch.
Everyone in promotions was clapping with the news. Why is that? Do they hate you over there?
In promotions?
Yeah.
Really?
Is that true?
Oh, that's a fact. It's a fact. Everyone in promotions.
Stephanie? Who would be clapping? Steve Cavino?
I wish we had more time to talk about it.
Go ahead. Read a request.
Right.
Read an email.
Read a final request.
Howard, it's too
hard for you.
Is your heart
You can't be a professional. I mean, Chuck Roast is not a professional, but you could be a professional by...
I'll give him a benefit of not doing it since I've been fired.
Obviously, you're hurting.
Chuck's going to be like, the silver lining is Julie's fired, too.
One last comment I heard from Dee Snider, who says there was an article in the Daily News, his brother-in-law was shot. It's not funny. And his brother-in-law was shot. It was terrible. His wife, she said, took it hard. In the Daily News, in reporting this, they said that Dee's wife used to come on here many times and strip.
They said that?
Yes, and I just wanted to clear the record. Dee's wife never came on here and stripped.
She was a consultant?
I might have wished she had, but she never did.
And she was a guest, but she never stripped.
Never stripped, so they should know that. They got enough going on in that family right now to
they don't need to be combating those rumors.
Right, yeah. Never seen her naked. I've asked, but never have.
Beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman. All right, Chuck Roast.
Good appearance.
Good appearance. Your best appearance so far. I don't think you'll ever top this one.
Nah, I want to apologize, John. I did not want to do it like this, and
Well, it took a lot of persuasion on Howard's part.
Oh,
so I
stop it. We've heard it.
John.
Let the man apologize.
The man's being a man.
Robin, is there ever that you come on my side?
What is your side?
I don't know. Come to my defense.
Can I say something, John?
Is that a chance that
Look at me, John.
one time on this show? And by the way, it's been 15 years, Howard, since I've been here.
There is no bigger fan of yours than me. Look at me. Look at me now.
Is it the 28?
Stop talking and look at me.
Years. What?
There's no bigger fan of yours than me. I love you. I'm hurting for you. I'm being serious now. I don't like that you were fired.
But if you had to be fired, it's good that it happened here.
It's good it happened here. You're among friends. We hurt for you. I don't like to see... I'm not kidding. I don't like to see anybody lose income.
I didn't realize the show meant that much to you. I'm devastated.
Right. I didn't know. So nobody's happy about it. Don't go walking around all paranoid. Everyone's on your side.
Oh, I don't think that.
All right. Oh, yes, you do. All right.
Well,
we're going to see you. I have to go rest now.
Who this?
Cash.App, $MilkCratemarauder. Venmo, @MilkCratemarauder.
You stupid bastard.